And we are officially live for all of you watching. Let's see. We are officially, yes. Or let's put this over here, boom, because we're going to be drinking some of these. Oof, today on the stream, we will be drinking a good amount of different reviews for each and every one of you. Yes, you guys already know most of the time I'm in a mask at the beginning. But it's getting a little bit hot out here, so for all of you watching, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that like button. Hit that like button. Today, I will be doing and presenting to you a good amount of whiskey. A couple whiskeys that we have here that a lot of people should know about. We're going to be talking about it also for all of you. Yes. We're going to be drinking a little bit of whiskey. We're going to be reviewing it. We're going to be talking about them. We're also going to be cooking. So for some of you, you're looking for a food. You're looking for food all the time, and I do appreciate each and every one of you that are here watching when you do. And if you do hit that like button, don't forget there's a poll in the chat room. There's a poll in the chat room that you can hit because today I got some for you. Yes. I got some for you. Let's start by putting this to the side. And let's start by officially. Let's start by officially telling you what I'm going to be cooking today. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you could see, but we're going to make sure of it. Yes. Make sure, yes, I got my thong ready. And today, oof. Man, this is new format for all of you. Today, I will be officially drinking up some good whiskey. We're gonna be talking about some of these whiskeys too. There's more to come. I have a total of about maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different whiskeys we're gonna be drinking on the stream, and we're gonna be reviewing them. And yes, for all of you, you have to eat something good. And what are we gonna eat on this stream? Well, it's pretty simple. For all of you, here we go. Yes. I'm going to be making this today on the stream. And for all of you, let's move this. I won't be making this on the stream. So for all of you, yes. For some of you, I know many of you want to see, yes. There we go. Shoutouts to Publix. I'll be making this today on the stream. And not only I'll be making this, I'm also going to be telling you guys that at the end of the day, today we're going to be using Kinders. Now, this is not your ordinary Kinders. This is the Brazilian steak blend. And I do know that many of you, a lot of you, want to know what is so good about this. Well, first off, if you're cooking, you have to use this if you want something different. You can officially have this with picanha, great picanha steak. You could use this in a ribeye, but mainly meat. So if you're into Kinders, this is the one that I recommend many of you. If you want to really forget about the marinade, if you want to put a good seasoning, this is the one to get. And for all of you, huge shout outs to, yes, this old man. We're going to be doing this today on the stream. And also, you guys already know, if you don't know already, yes, I will be using this beautiful olive oil with our beautiful steak. Before we do anything more about this steak, and we even talk about more of this steak, let me just tell you, these pieces are amazing. You could do anything with this. You could put these in. Yes, you could put this meat in pasta. You could put this meat in pasta. You could also put this in, yes, with rice and beans. You could have this with mashed potatoes. Yes. You could do this. You could do a lot of different things with your meat. So for some of you, I want to make sure you guys know this is bottom sirloin, flap meat. Okay, so flap meat for all of you. There we go. That's what we're going to be doing. But before we do this, I will be taking this on the screen. Before we do this, I kind of need to do something for a lot of you. And for some of you, I do know that some of you are planning on buying whiskey in the future. Shout out to all of you that are planning on buying whiskey. I got 2 of them here. And these 2 are big boys. I do recommend many of you to have this. But before we do anything, I have to honestly be putting a little bit more courage on some of your palates. And I want to really represent all of you. And I want to really say sometimes You need something refreshing. And what's so refreshing, you might say? Well, I will show you something. And also, I'm going to teach you something on cooking today on the stream. But there's one thing you need. And there's something, if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. Not only do you need a stogie, not only do you need a stogie, you will need, all right, you will need a Glencairn on this stream. Get yourself a Glencairn. Yes, get yourself a Glencairn. You're going to need a Glencairn. You're going to also need, here's a couple whiskeys that we're going to be doing on the stream. I popped this one open recently, and I'm still digging it a lot. Want to go for that one. I want to ease up on that one, but there's something we got to do, yes? Okay, watch what we're going to do. Watch what we're going to do. Oof. Yes, you best believe it. I'm going to move this out of the way. We're going to keep this on here, but we're going to move it out of the way for now. Ladies and gentlemen, you need yourself a refreshing beer. And this beer is not only one of the best beers out there, this is honestly one of the more crispier beers from Japan. If you're an American, I do suggest many of you to try to have this with your meal. I will say, many of you, I teach you all the time, forget about the wine. All right? Forget about the wine. I ain't Luigi, I ain't Mario. I ain't Mario, I ain't Luigi. All right? I ain't Mario, I ain't Luigi. Forget about the wine. The wine is for the Kim Kardashians. Are you a Kim Kardashian? Drink American whiskey, right? But you have to drink a little bit of beer before you have any of this. In the chat room, if you comment in the chat room, I will give you a shout out if I see you. If somebody says a special word, there's a special word that I'm thinking of, chat room. What special word is it? If you figure out what special word it is, I'll give you a shout out in the chat room. It might be a dirty word, it might be a good word, it might be a bad word, it might be God knows what it is. But if you say in the chat room, the word that I'm thinking right now in my head, there's one word. Might be together, might be separate. There's one word. Let me know what it is in the chat room, and I'll tell you, and I'll give you the shout out. If anything, for all of you, somebody says over here, that is not the word. That's two words. All right, here we go. We're going to do this. So this is super dry. Somebody says booty. It ain't booty. All right, it ain't booty. Good try. Somebody said chug. It's not the word I'm thinking of. Somebody said bourbon. Somebody said bourbon. That's not the word. Somebody says skunk. I haven't thought of a skunk in years and years. Somebody said banza. I don't know what the hell that means. Point of the matter is, nobody has thought of the word that I'm thinking about. I will not give a shout out unless somebody figures out the word. Somebody says dry. Yes, this is dry. Asahi. Yes, Asahi. Super dry. Now, for some of you, it ain't pa 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 pa. It ain't pa 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 pa. It ain't pa pa. Sushi. Somebody says sushi. I ain't thinking somebody said YouTube. No. Somebody said bless. Come on now. It's 2026. We all made it through 2020. 2020. That was a thing. Was somebody said the word is double ASS. Nope, not it. Not it. Somebody said 67, 67. God damn. Nobody figured it out. Somebody said Trump. Somebody said, here we go. Cheers to the chat room. So the first thing you want to do is, first thing, before anything, somebody said dry eyes. That's two words. Who's a dummy in the chat room? Who's a dummy in the chat room said that? One word. Anyways, point of the matter is, here we go. Shout out to all the dummies out there. If you're a dummy and you feel amazing, that's all that matters. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. Cheers, all of you. Let's look at this. We're going to be cooking on the stream, but nobody has figured out. Somebody says cold. No. Somebody said bird. Nope. Haven't thought of that. Bird. Nope. No bird. Somebody says katakaka. What the hell's that? Here we go. Let's drink this up. Cheers, all of you. Somebody says steak. Nope. Somebody said drink it. It's drunk. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already tuned into this channel brings you a lot of meat. This channel, you just tuned in. You just tuned in for all the ladies. How many ladies out here? I bring you the pure meat, the big old meat. I show my meat all the time on the stream, all the time. If you like big meat, ladies, you have tuned into the best channel. I will be cooking this up. Yes, food cooking steak. Food cooking steak, 10 out of 10, top rated. Whiskey pairings, 10 out of 10, beer food pairings. And for all of you, yes, booty to booty pairing. Somebody said in the chat room, yes, booty to Bluetooth to booty. Yes, whoever said that. Somebody said asada. Okay, so I'm going to be doing some steak. And I know many of you ladies like my meat, so we're going to be doing that. And also, for some of you, I think this shirt is a little bit tight. I think this shirt is a little bit tight. It's okay. It's okay. A little bit tight. Shout outs to the ladies. Good to see Miss Riz. Good to see April. I do give shout outs to the people that have memberships. So don't forget to get that membership if you haven't. Get the membership if you haven't. And for all of you, we're gonna move this just a little bit. And let me take a little sip. Always do the beer before. All right. Cheers, all of you. Always do the beer before. Cheers, all of you. Ching ching. Hit that like, yes. What is it about beer that gets you guys all riled up about it? Let's talk about it. The one thing that shout outs to Miss Riz and for all of you, if you're a member, one thing that's so crispy about beer is the crispiness of beer. I know Gen Zs don't know what the hell that is because they don't drink this. I do know for all of you that are here watching, you know what it is. Beer is refreshing. It enlightens your taste buds. It gives you a little bit more, yes, than your freaking apple juice. If you're drinking that fruit punch, you know, you ain't going to get that crispiness on your fruit punch. If you're drinking soda's amazing, but it's only good cold, cold, cold. For any of you that drink Diet Coke, you guys suck. I'm just going to say this. This is honestly, it is the fruits of our life. We're living in 2025, and if you want really something really fantastic, you get yourself a really, really good beer. I'm not here to sponsor this, but I'm just going to say this for the people in Japan. You know what this says in Japan? Shinkota! That's what it says. Shinkota! That's what it says. Yes, I'm just going to say this. If you guys ever want to have a little bit of beer while you're cooking, this is a great beer to have. Hit that like button. Great beer to have. It's a super dry Asahi. And for some of you, the best part of doing this is to have it in a can. If you have it in a can, you will be able to get this as cold as possible. I'm also going to say, I do know many of you like to buy that glass beer. Yes? Before anything, before you say glass beer is good, it's good because, well, you could damage this easy. But the best part about beer, and for some of you learning, if you get canned beer, it could get to a certain level of freezing. It gets to a certain level of freezing, and it's purely, insanely good. You could knock it all the way to the edge before it gets frozen. In the chat room, nobody figured out what word it is that I was thinking. So for some of you, here we go. Drink us up. Oh, that's good. Okay, we're gonna start doing this one. And for some of you, this is Weller Special Reserve is Weller Special Reserve. This has a plastic top. Yes, yes. A lot of people like this. A lot of people don't like this. And for the people that don't like this, it's cool, man. You don't like it, it's all right. It's all right. We're gonna be doing that one first. I'm gonna put the steak on here. So for all of you, here we go. You guys ready for the steaks? We have this already here. Boom. I don't feel like I'm a third wheel here. I am the wheel. Here we go. Let's start moving here. Let's start moving here. Shout out to all of you. Okay, let's start moving this here. Oof. Can you guys see? Good. All right, you guys can see. Beautiful. Beautiful. We have everything we need. I'm going to chop this down so you guys can see, yes? You guys awesome? Okay, so now we're going to have these pieces, beautiful pieces. I'm going to use my hands real quick because there's no point. So for some of you, here we go. Beautiful piece. Beautiful piece. This is already cut. Shout outs to Publix. Shout outs to Publix. This is already cut. So we're going to be pushing this aside. We're going to be putting this right here. Yes. I hope you guys can see. If you can't see, I'm going to put it a little bit back so you guys can see. Looks fantastic. Looks fantastic. Real good. I honestly hope you guys can see. Let's put it a little bit center. Let me know if you can't see. If you can't see, let me know. And currently, we have everything going. We're drinking that beer. And remember, make sure it's cold. Really, really cold. And here we go. Cheers, all of you. Let's drink this up. Somebody says, where's the gloves? The gloves are stuck in my ass. Unfortunately, I couldn't take them out. In the chat room, let me go ask whatever you want to. In the next couple seconds, I'm going to go rapid fire. Rapid fire. I have a lot of people asking. Here we go. Are you officially an athlete? Somebody says, ask me in the chat room. Yes, I'm an athlete. Somebody says over here, Captain Beef Hot. What the hell's that? Somebody said, lol. That's not a question. In the chat room, that's not a question. Lol, somebody said. Somebody said, the Reaper only cooks with his feet. That's not a question either. They speaking Puerto Rican in the background. My man, that's Cuban. That's like, there's different parts of Cuba. Let me explain to you. So this is Cuba. If you live on the right side of Cuba, you talk different. If you live in the middle side of Cuba, you talk different. And if you live to the far-end side where all the shells are, you're going to sound different. All these type of people in Cuba, different color too. There's black, white, tan, crazy, locust. There's all types. So for some of you asking, somebody said, what is that, Puerto Rican? No, that's 100% Cuban. Somebody said, what kind of athlete? You know what kind of athlete I am. Over here in the chat room, somebody also said, here we go, that's it. I gave you rapid fire. I gave you rapid fire. How much more? Rapid fire is what it is, okay? Rapid fire is what it is. Oh, in Cuba also they have other colors too. Yellow, blue. I've never been to Cuba, and I'm never going to go. Shout out to all of you watching. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. Okay, anyways, point of matter is, look, I know many of you are wondering, why am I wearing the Florida Panthers? Because I'm from Florida. What you thought? Thought I was gonna wear what is it? Thought I was gonna wear the Browns? Thought I was gonna wear the Browns jersey? The worst team. No, no. Okay, anyways, we're gonna start doing whiskey. Before we do any whiskey, let's start seasoning. I think it's finally time for us to season, right? So I'm gonna use this season, olive oil, not season. Again, this is what I use. This is the olive oil that I'm using. This is not an easy stream, just so you guys know. It's not easy. Next one, anybody that sends a super channel stream, I'm gonna be thanking you. Anybody, huge. I'm gonna send a huge thank you to you. Big thank you. Anybody. Okay, so far this is good. Cheers, all of you. Somebody says shoutouts from Houston. Houston Texans, a good team. Shoutouts to Houston over there. Shoutouts to somebody that said they're from Fort Myers. Shoutouts to Fort Myers. Shoutouts to Fort Myers. How many of you need a shout out H-Town? That's what's up. H-Town, that's what's up. Let me know in the chat room where you're from. Let me know in the chat room where you're from. If you're from Booty City, you let me know. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. If you're from Booty City, it's all right. Somebody says shout out to Central. Somebody says shout out to Central Los Angeles. I didn't even know that Los Angeles had a Central. Somebody says Florida in the house. Shout out to Kissimmee. Good to see somebody from Florida. Another person from Florida. I am from Florida, but I'm from the dog. I'm from the dog city of Miami. It's where all the dogs are at. You know what it is. It's where all the dogs are at. Should I start barking like a dog? Woof, woof. I can't bark anymore. My dog's gonna start barking. It's where the dog city's at. Anyways, everything's looking good. Real nice. Okay, real nice. I'm doing the best that I can on the stream. You have no idea. The new format is killing me. And I'm not trying to show off. I'm not trying to show off at all, but I will say for some of you, it's not easy. All right, we have this going. The drinks is officially going to be coming now, and for some of you that want me to come hard on this, I mean, if you want this whiskey to come hard, well, it's going to come. Don't you worry. It's going to come. Let me start seasoning this first. Here we go. Kinders. It's beautiful. The smell, it's honestly real good. It kind of feels like there's a little bit of a citrus hit. It says it has garlic powder, has sea salt, beautiful, spices, sugar. It also has a little bit of extra added stuff, natural flavors. I don't know what natural flavors is, but we're gonna say citrus. Shoutouts to shoutouts to take a little trip. Take a little trip in the chat room. Members. Don't forget, I'll give you shoutouts if you have the membership. If you have the membership. Let's flip this. Looks good, doesn't it? All right, we're gonna start drinking whiskey. Okay, don't move anywhere. We're gonna start drinking whiskey. Don't move anywhere. And if you need to learn your pull-out game, this is the moment. This is the moment. Here we go. But guess what? I don't pull out. Shout out to all of you. And for all of you kinders, yes, the Brazilian steak. Brazilian steak, yes, the Brazilian steak mix. It's honestly one of the best. You guys are amazing in the chat room. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This is the end of the stream. So to say, this is all I have for you, for all of you watching, all I have for you. So don't forget to tune in tomorrow. No, I'm just joking. Here we go. Look at this, beautiful. Woo! Look at that. Woo! Look at that. Woo! Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Oof. Looks beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna just flip this one time and then I'm gonna show you. That's the underside. Nobody wants to see your stained underside. You know what? We're gonna say that. Shout out to all the Latinas that have the stained booty. Over here. Here we go. We're gonna flip this up. I showed you the wrong side of the meat, man. Imagine the first thing you show is the bottom side of your meat. Psh, that's not a good one. Let's flip this up. The real side is this side. Okay, the real side is this side. Never show the underside of your meat. Nobody wants to see it. All right? I showed you the wrong side. This is a side that officially some of you should officially be looking at. All right, beautiful. Holy crap. Whoever's next door, they could talk. They could talk. Here we go. Look at this. Beautiful. Boom. Look at that. Oof. It's like I'm eating raw sashimi. You guys saw me yesterday cooking. No, yeah. I cooked up a stream. Yesterday. Look at this. Oof. Look at that beautiful thing. Oof. Oof. Okay, this is. Yes. This is honestly undeniably beautiful. And now I could officially show you. I can show you now. There we go. Oof. There we go. Now I can show you. Now I feel a little bit more respect that I hear. Put some respect on the name. Look at this. Looks good. Boom. Looks real good. Oof. Beautiful, doesn't it? Beautiful. Me. All right. Enough of this. Enough of this. Hello, baby. I'm here for you. I'm here now, just you and me. I know that we're here to do something amazing. And for some of you watching, yes, 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 you are here for me. You're not only here to eat because you can't eat my meat virtually when I cook it on a barbecue. I know you're here for me. And for some of you, man, this is probably the best time for you to be tuning in. Officially, a lot of you have been wanting and waiting for the moment that I bring out a beautiful piece of ass. There's no piece of ass I'm gonna bring out. It's gonna be whiskey I'm about to bring out. So for some of you, you saw me talking about boom, saw me talking about this boom. Told you guys we're gonna drink this son of a gun. Also, by the way, Kinders, beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna do one, just a little. I gotta move one time. Here we go. Why is it my chest? My chest be moving, man. All right. Anyways, if your chest be moving, that's good, right? Shout out to the ladies. There's a couple whiskeys that I plan to put on the stream. Okay. I'm gonna start off with the latter one, which is the Weller. Shout out to all of you. We're gonna start off with the Weller, and then we're gonna work our way to some of the whiskeys that I need to drink. I just need to drink them on the stream. And maybe I might take out a stogie or two, right? I might take out a stogie or two, maybe. I do know that I kind of want to drink another burr. How many of you want me to light up a stogie? By the way, I kind of want to put this aside. Okay, I want to put this aside, and I want to give a huge shout out to all of you that have bought this because of me. I know many of you have bought this because of me. I told many of you to expect. I told many of you to expect a beautiful candy-like rye whiskey, something that is almost like cotton candy. I told many of you this, and many of you did buy it, and some of you did say that it was officially very nice. I'm going to say this. I want to try this. It is a little bit sweet. This is 13 colonies, and not only is this 13 colonies, this is their rye whiskey that they put out. And before we even say anything, I kind of want to mix both of these. I would be a pretty good blender if I was really, really into selling you whiskey, like going to make a distillery, but that's not my calling. And I don't plan on ever to have that be my calling. The point of the matter is, I'm very, very good at blending whiskeys. Now, one thing I wanted to do on this stream, which I will probably do right now for you, I'm probably going to be blending two whiskeys out here. I'm probably going to blend these two. And for some of you, I'm going to just say this. We're just going to put this over here. And we're going to officially have a little bit of this Tiffany Blue. We're going to have a little bit of this Tiffany Blue rye whiskey before we start. Whoever's comments in the next couple minutes is rapid fire. Anybody comments in the next couple of minutes, I'll give you a shout out in the chat room, okay? Here we go. But I have to see you. You have to comment. If you don't comment, I'm not going to give you a shout out. You have to comment. Rapid fire, that means in the next couple seconds, in the next minute or so, if you comment in the chat room, I'll give you a little shout out over here. Cheech and Chong, I see you over here. Roberts, he says shout outs. Reaper. Over here, Mitch, he knows what it is. That PP. That's what he says in the chat room. Shout out to Mitch. Anybody that chats in the chat room, I'll give you a little shout out right now. And currently, yes, 13 Coley. Somebody always says, April says, drop them shout outs. I will be giving them shout outs in the next. It's going to be just rapid. You got less than 20 seconds. Less than 20 seconds. Vicky over here. Vicky, she says, I love it all. I love it all. She says, Vicky, good to see Vicky. All the Vickies I ever met are either white or Latina. Over here, Edwin, I want to scream. Well, you have to send a super chat for me to, if you want to demand me, you got to send a super chat. Over here, Edwin, good to see Edwin. Over here, I'm going to say this. You guys are awesome. That's it. Those are the shout outs. I'm not. If you miss a train, you miss a train. You know how many Asian people miss a train in the morning and they cry on the side of the subway? A lot. Here we go. Let's nose this out. This is candy. This is honestly candy goodness. Candy goodness. I'm gonna have to say for some of you, we're gonna be cooking, and let's put this on the screen. Kinders. Let's put the Kinders on the screen. Oh, that Kinders. That's the Kinders I want you guys. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Try those Kinders with your Vasil. Try your Kinders. This Kinders with your ribeye. Try it with New York strip. Try it with any steak. Flap steak. You could use this on skirt steak would be amazing. Use this on picanha. I've used this on all type of meats, but don't use it on chicken. If you're into chicken, don't use it on chicken. Ooh. Is she talking about me? Chat room, let me know. Let me know. Let me know if she's talking about me. Let me know. Here we go. Let's do sound one time. Cheers, all of you. Let's just drink this up. Now, for some of you that had been here earlier, Asahi, that is the beer of the stream, yes? It is the beer of the stream. Yes, yes, yes. There's a beer of the stream. This is super dry Asahi. Shout out to all my wrenches. Jay, wrenches, you not, where you at? Here we go. Let's drink this up. I wasn't expecting that. I haven't had this in a long time. I haven't had this in a long time. I was not expecting, I was definitely not expecting what I just tasted. This is honestly, it is very sweet and fantastic. If I can tell you one thing about this whiskey, it literally gives you a cotton candy feel to it. For all the women that are watching me, I want to teach you a little bit of something of drinking responsibly. If you ever drink whiskey, make sure to have food in your stomach. I know many of you women, you're on a diet, you have some salad, you have some fish. Some of you ladies out here just don't like to eat. The point of the matter is, if you want to drink whiskey like a man, some whiskeys out there are meant for you to really taste sweetness, and you might think it's good for you, and you're just going to go crazy drinking it. Remember, I am a professional when it comes to this. So do not try to hang with me. It's almost like hanging with a Formula One driver. Don't hang with a Formula One driver if you can't speed. All right? There's just certain things you can't do. Don't hang out with Michael Jordan if you can't spend the millions of dollars on that RSVP. Don't hang out with Magic Johnson if you are officially don't have a yacht. You have to know your place in life. And sometimes for all of you men, sometimes also the same. You don't know the difference between too much to too little. One thing is certain, it doesn't matter the genders, we're all human. Make sure to eat food. If you do not eat food, I'm going to say this, if you do not eat food and you drink whiskey, whiskey is quick to go into your system. And I'm not here to talk down to anybody. But just be careful. Okay, just be careful. Over here, point of the matter is, wine is horrible. Somebody says, yes, I concur. This is 95 proof. This is 95 proof, and we're going to be pouring a little bit of that Weller. So I'm going to mix this. Let's start mixing this. These are two whiskeys. One is a wheated whiskey and one is a rye whiskey. This one's the wheated whiskey. This is the Weller Weeder Whiskey. And this one is a rye whiskey. You're going to have a high percentage of wheat on this one. And for some of the Wellers out, some of the Wellers out there, some of the Wellers are really good. Personally, this one is all around one of the best to have. You can mix this up in cocktails. You can have it neat. And not only you could have it neat, you could officially do really almost anything to this one. So let me show you how to pour this one because it's a little bit hard. And so this one has the top for all the bartenders. Jay knows what it is because he's the bartender. It does have the top so that you don't overflow your drink. So let's pour up just a little bit in for the bartenders. They hold it like this. I'm not going to do that. You're out of your mind. Here we go. Oh, you saw? You saw? Real nice. Real nice. Okay, let's pour. Let's close the top. By the way, it does have a plastic top. Doesn't mean it's bad. Okay, doesn't mean it's bad. Shoutouts to Tiffany Blue. Shoutouts to Tiffany Blue. Okay, now we have a dog, a beagle. That's a beagle. That's a beagle. Beagles are so annoying. Holy crap! How many of you have beagles? Any of you have beagles in the chat room? Any of you have beagles? Man, those dogs can howl a lot of howl. Okay, so for all of you, strong oak, strong vanilla, you don't want to know about the notes because honestly, we're just going to tell you, I'm not going to even talk about the notes. I'm going to talk about how this is good for you. This is my beach whiskey also. I do know many of you know this, but for some of you that don't, I like to take this to the beach. I like to take this to the beach, yes. Shout out to all of you. Love to take it to the beach. Don't take this around a Latina. Okay, if you come to Miami, don't take this around a Latina. She's gonna drink this and she's gonna act a fool. She's gonna act a fool. Don't take this. Okay, don't take that. If you want to take this to the beach around a Latina, you have to officially just take some beer. Corona, right? Corona. They won't know the difference. Shout out to the channel. We have a lot of people watching so far in the stream currently. We have thousands of people that are watching this stream. Do me a favor. If you can't, one time, I'm going to be cooking on the stream. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I'm going to be cooking. But we have to go on to this first. And we'll be cooking. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. So for all of you, here we go. Let's drink some. I'm going to tell you who is this for. Who is this for? Man, I felt like I was I felt like I was part of that conversation. I mean, I might as well just dip into that conversation too. Holy Lord. Anyways, look, man. Let me give a little praise to the chat room. A little praise to the chat room. We have been doing very good on the live streams. Our goal this year, I'm going to say this, not only is our goal to get a lot of million subscribers, not only is our goal to get to million subscribers, I know how to get million subscribers. Our goal is to make, okay, here we go, let me say this. Our goal on these live streams is to get 100,000 views on one live stream. All right? On one live stream. James, I see you, James. You see? Some of you don't have the membership. Lock in for a. Get that membership. Lock in for a Reaper, yes? Get that membership if you haven't. If you get that membership, you get one free message per month. Use the message as much as you can. I want to mix these two. All right, I want to mix this too. So for all of you, road to 100K. As a matter of fact, 100K on one live stream. That is our goal in 2026 on one live stream. That means a single live stream like this, 100,000 views. That is the goal in 2026. If I get to 99,000 on one live stream, 99,000 people watch that one live stream, It ain't enough. It ain't enough. I'm gonna say it right now, 100,000 views on one live stream. That's the goal. That's the goal. Yes, yes, yes. That's the goal. All right. Anyways, now that you know a little bit of the goals, don't forget super chats do help out a lot. I feel like my chair keeps on going back. I feel like my chair keeps on going back. I had to bring it forward. Hi, for all of you. We have the two brothers in the chat room. Ryan Quinn and Jay, two brothers from another mother. Here we go. Shout out to both of them. Shout out to the two ladies that are best friends in the chat room. And for all of you. Jesus Christ. Banners, honestly. That's a hell of a mix. That's a hell of a mix. Hell of a mix. Again, vanilla. A lot of vanilla. Light sweet oak. And then rye. I'm going to just say rye, cotton candy rye. I'm just going to say it like that. Okay, here we go. Let's do the blend. A lot of people watching. Somebody all here. Somebody asked me, what am I drinking? Apple juice. We're drinking apple juice out here. Somebody says, what you drinking in the chat room? I'm drinking apple juice. We're rating all the apple juices in Miami. There's a lot of apple juices that are grade B. So we're going to grade these grade A if they're good. Drinking apple juice. So for all of you, here we go. We're going to drink this apple juice. I'm just joshing. I'm just joshing. Shout out to all of you. Let's try this out. That is zinged up. That is zinged up, man. Shay. That is zinged up, man. Shay. That is zinged up, man. Holy crap. My whole neighborhood just heard me zing it up. That is zinged up, man. That is completely zinged up. For some of you in the chat room that don't know my language, I speak my own language. So for some of you that do not know, you'll learn my own language. Yes, you'll learn my own language. Don't speak it around your kids, though. If you have kids, don't speak my language around your kids. Your kids are going to be walking around the house saying, see? You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want them to forget about 6'7". Let them say 6'7". All right, let your kids say 6'7". Don't let them tune into this channel and say, holy Lord, who are you listening to, Papa? It's the Reaper. What does she mean? You don't want them to be walking around 6'7", 6'7". Let them do that. Yes. Point of the matter is this straight dookie? Is this straight dookie? Oof. We got a super chat in the house. Huge shout out to the super chat in the house. Who could it be? We just got a super chat. Who wonder who it's from? Over here, somebody says 6'7" Poppy. Who's the lady out here that got their panties wet? Over here, Farm Kitty. Thank you so much. Shout outs to thank you so much, Farm Kitty. Shout out to the Reaper crew. Like and subscribe. Yes, if you haven't already. Let's get those likes up to 100. Let's get those likes up to 100. I do know somebody in the chat room. They got their panties all wet. I just said 6'7", and they said 6'7" Poppy. If your panties wet, hit that like button. I do know it's wet because you dropped some peanut oil on there, right, or something else, or some apple juice, right, something. Somebody out here, somebody says, yes. Well, you want me to? You want me to? I will right here on the stream. We're on the stream, right? Over here at Farm Kitty, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's hard for me to officially be always on the stream for all of you. I know many of you out here tune in and hope I do something crazy. I know many of you waiting for me to do something crazy, okay? Thank you so much for hitting the like button. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna say this for all of you. I'm gonna say this for all of you, okay? Somebody just said workout. Workout. The most workout I'm gonna do. Whereas most workout I'm gonna do is maybe one of these. Maybe one of these big boys workout. Oof. Not even one of those. Maybe we should put that Buffalo Trace. Let's do that work with the Buffalo Trace. I gotta get that pump. Gotta get that pump. Let's start doing it. Get that pump. I'm gonna say this for some of you. I know many of you tune in all the time to see a little bit of the reviews. I'm here to tell you anything that I show you is good. Shout out to all of you users up 100 proof, I believe, or 90 proof. I think it's 90 proof. Yeah, 90 proof and 95 proof. Okay, so 90 proof and 95 proof. This is really good. Let me say this. Which one's better? Which one's better? Chat room, I need your help. I need to know. I've taught you plenty. I want to know if you guys know. I've taught you all plenty. Okay, I've taught you all plenty. Which one in the chat room? Which one is better? I've taught you all plenty. Which one's better? Okay, Buffalo Trace. We got Buffalo Trace here. Which one's better? Buffalo Trace or Weller? Buffalo Trace or Weller? Hence, Buffalo Trace or Weller. We got an Asian person in the chat room. He said Buffalo Trace. Shout out to the Asian person in the chat room. Okay, somebody also says Weller. Somebody says Weller. We have one and one. Somebody says Bajo. This is not Bajo. This is Buffalo Trace. Somebody says Trace neat. Weller and old fashioned. Only neat. Only neat. We're talking about only neat. Which one's better? Somebody else says in the chat room. Yes, somebody else in the chat room. Somebody else in the chat room says, okay, I got what you said. All right, for all of you, look, I'm just going to say this. We're going to move this out of the way, okay? If you haven't figured out, the best one is officially Buffalo Trace. Now, Buffalo Trace, not only is it really good, but it does compete with a lot of other whiskeys out there. I know many people think this is overrated. If you really dig down deep and you get the big 1.75, you will officially be able to enjoy it a little bit more than just smaller 750. I want to teach you guys a little bit of something. And I'm going to teach you one of my favorites. This is one of my all-time favorites. This is Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. You guys have seen it, but you haven't seen me talk about it straight up with my face here. It's one of my favorites all time. By the way, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We officially have to have, yes, we have to have a beer. I have to have a beer. Is it okay for me to officially just have some of these? How do I put the meat on here? How do I put the meat on here for you guys to see? I want everything to be on the frame. It's so hard for me to put everything on the frame. How do I put everything on the frame? Let's put everything on the frame. Because people think that this is not a cooking channel. This is pretty much. I need to figure out how to put this right in front of us. And I think I have it right here. I need to figure out how to put it right in front of us because for some of the people that had just tuned in, walked into the stream, I know many people just walked into the stream. People are probably wondering, this guy, he's sucking up some bottles. He ain't sucking up. He ain't sucking up anything else. Shout out to all of you. I even know what that means. Point of the matter is, look, I do know this. So for some of you, shout outs to some of you, we gonna have a little bit more of this. This is gonna be my cleanser, palate cleanser. But I have to honestly drink some of this whiskey. And is it hard to do a stream with whiskey in front of me? Of course. But I have to work. I have to work on giving you a good stream. So we're just gonna put this easy right here. Okay? We're gonna put this easy right here. I want to make sure the people that are tuned in know that I'm about to cook. I hope everybody knows I'm about to cook, okay? Please know this. Please know this. But I have to be honest. If I change the format and go over there on the barbecue's on. If I go over there on the barbecue, some of you are not going to be able to see my face. Just a little bit different, right? Point of the matter is, I do want to drink a beer, but before we drink a beer, huge shout outs to the Florida Panthers. Huge shout outs to the Florida Panthers. By the way, thank you so much, Farm Kitty, for the super chat and the support on the stream. Huge shout outs to Farm Kitty. For some of you, yes, this is Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. Am I gonna pop it open? Yes. I'm gonna drink this before having that Buffalo Trace. Just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. We're going to be drinking this before having that Buffalo Trace. And for some of you, this is my favorite toasted barrel in the world. There's no toasted barrel to me that's better. There's no toasted barrel finish that's better than this. You could put it in the bank. You could put it in the bank. Just fantastic. And for some of you that are watching, why is this the best? It's low proof. It's low proof. It gives you all the flavors that you want. Why is this the best? It's low proof. It gives you all the flavors that you want. It makes you feel sexy. Makes you feel sexy. Not only does it make you feel sexy, it makes you officially want to drink a little bit more of this and have it in a cocktail. I don't recommend this in a cocktail unless it's with Coca-Cola. One of my favorite drinks, Jay knows. In the chat room, Jay, I see you, Jay. And for my ranches, I see your ranches. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Reaper Crew, we're number one, yes? All right, we're number one, yes? Okay, good. For some of you watching, let me move up a little bit. I feel like a little kid every time I move up. I need to get a bigger stool. Outstanding. Let's drink this up. It just makes me feel sexy. This whiskey just makes me feel sexy. I can't even explain to you more than what I just said. This whiskey, Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel, it makes me feel sexy, man. There's certain things in this world that make me feel amazing. Make me feel sexy. Make me feel just perfect. When I bet on a sports bet and I make the sports bet and it wins, I feel sexy. When I find a good whiskey that I like and I drink it and it's perfect, it's low proof, but it has all the grit, makes me feel sexy. I just feel amazing. When I have my fragrance, and I spray it on my neck. The first opening on that fragrance that I'm having, whatever fragrance it is after a shower, I feel sexy. When a woman tells me I'm goddamn handsome, I don't feel sexy. I feel violated. When a woman tells me, oh my God, you big boy, I feel violated. There's a lot of things out here that, for some of you, Netflix and chill. If you're not coming over for Netflix and chill and you just want something else, I feel violated. Feel violated, right? That's why nobody, no woman out here, for all you ladies, I'm sorry to say, for all you ladies, it's over. The gig is up. The gig is up, man. Netflix and chill, you're asking for Netflix and chill, the gig is up. If you're coming to Netflix and chill, you're not watching that movie, I feel violated. For all of you watching, there's certain things out there that make us men feel sexy. Jeans, brand new jeans make it feel sexy. A brand new pop collar makes it feel sexy. Now, if I want to, let's see, it's over here. Pumping my collar back in the days, maybe that was sexy. It ain't sexy no more. If you're pumping your collar in 2026, my man, you're a has-been. You're in the past. You're in the past. Yes, you're in the past. If you officially, let me say this for all of you. If you officially, yes, if you officially pumping your collar, something wrong with you. I never pump your collar. Never. It's 2026. We don't pump collars out here. We don't pump collars out here, okay? Somebody said Mike Jones in the chat room. Don't know what that means, but this one, honestly, it makes me feel some way. Makes me feel sexy. I like it. I like it a lot. I can't deny how good this is. Elijah Craig, top-rated whiskey that you can buy in the stores. Yes, yes, yes. Very much top-rated. Very much top-rated. It's hard to find, but if you find it, $64.99 should be an MSRP price for this. All right, $64.99 should be the MSRP price for this. Woof! You heard that. Good. Now that you heard that, super dry Asahi. You guys ready? Somebody said, "What's my life advice?" Send a super chat. I'll give you all your life advice. I'll read your fortune. If you send the super chat room, I'll read your fortune. How many of you want me to read your fortune? I'll tell you. Okay, here we go. Super dry Asahi. That's a professional pour. That's a goddamn professional pour right there. Holy shit! Did you see that? How many of you saw that? That was live. That was live. That was a professional pour right there. That was a professional pour right there. Woof! Did you see that? That was professional. How do I succeed to do something professional? Well, you have to hit the walls. Always hit the back walls, gentlemen. If you can't hit the back walls, it's because your peep is small. But the point of the matter is, you got to hit the back walls. So when you pop open your super dry, wherever you're doing it, if you're doing it on this side, pop it to the wall. Okay, pop it to the wall. You'll get the perfect pour. Perfect pour you'll get, okay? That's what she said in the chat room. Shout out to Edgar Romeo. And now, officially, shout out to all of you. Now, officially, a super, I'm going to just clean this up. super bubbly, super bubbly Asahi Super Dry. Somebody said, man, I love your channel. Thank you so much. Don't forget, always watch me when you're in the toilet, when you're on your break at work, when you're in the shower, when you're doing it with your girl. Say, I gotta see something. Maybe not so much. When you're watching sports, when you're watching golf, golf sucks. But if you're watching golf, this is better. When you're officially driving, make sure to be looking at the road. You can listen to me. When you're at work, shout out to Jay. He puts me at work. Yes, Buffalo Wild Wings he works at. Shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings. The only thing I know that good is Buffalo Wild Wings. Should we promote Buffalo Wild Wings? No, I'm not going to promote them. No, I'm just joking. Jay, let me know, Jay, what's the best wings? Let me know, Jay, what's the best wing Buffalo Wild Wings gives to the people in America? Let me know, Jay. Shout out to Edgar Romeo. I plan also, I'm going to give you guys a surprise stream. I'm talking with a friend of mine. He's the owner of a sushi place. I know a lot of owners. I know a ton of owners. A lot of owners of businesses. But I'm speaking to a friend, and we're planning on doing something for all of you. Yes, we're planning on doing something for all of you. Over here, Dry Rub. The Dry Rub Desert Heat with a side of mango habanero. I don't even know what that means, Jay. I almost feel like I'm ordering a damn freaking coffee from Starbucks. Repeat that one more time in the chat room. Buffalo Wild Wings say what? Over here. I'm going to say this. I'm going to hear over here. Junebug. I heard about Junebug. In June, there's always a bug. I heard about Junebug. In the chat room, Junebug. Ever watch Yellowstone? Yellowstone is one of my favorite shows. There's a lot of favorite shows of mine. Yellowstone is one of my top favorite shows. Edgar Romeo knows because I always shoot him. In the chat room, you see Edgar Romeo. I always shoot him my favorite shows. Stranger Things has got to be the worst. Got to be the worst thing you can watch. So that's not on my list. Yellowstone is one of my favorites. I use the cowboy hat in the morning. You could go watch that stream. You can watch the stream. You know what we're going to do? Somebody said Yellowstone. Let me start to tell you exactly what my favorite shows are. Okay? Peaky Blinders, Sons of Anarchy. There we go. Boardwalk Empire, Sopranos. There we go. You guys see it? There we go. I'm just showing you, shooting you for Yellowstone, Dark. That show Dark. Top 10 favorite. If you haven't seen Dark, go check it out on Netflix. It should be still on Netflix. It's amazing, but you have to be ready to get fucked up in the head. And it's true. It's a true story. Can somebody tell me another show of mine that's my favorite? Don't say Barney. Please don't say Barney in the chat room. That's not a show. That's not a show. Don't say Barney. That's not a show. Now that Edgar is here, and for some of you, I'm going to say this. Every stream that I do, here we go. Somebody said it in the chat room. Breaking Bad. Sold the whole thing Breaking Bad. There you go. Whoever says Breaking Bad. Who said that? Luke? Oh, Lulu. Thank you so much for saying Breaking Bad. There's another one of my shows. One of my favorite shows. Lulu Castillo. Woo! My favorite part is when the pizza went on the roof. I was eating pizza, and I said, you know what? When I was watching that part where son of a gun throws that pizza on the damn roof, that part made me not want to eat pizza for the whole year. And I think that part was amazing. I think that part was amazing. We're officially going to be doing for Edgar Romeo. I know, by the way, this this is a little bit Thai. It's like a schmedium. It's like a schmedium. You guys see it? How many of you think this is a schmedium? Let me know. Schmedium? What do you think? Schmedium? Schmedium? It feels like a schmedium. This is extra large. Extra large. I only wear XXL or extra large. I'm a tall man. I'm a tall. Shout out to old ladies. Shout out to old ladies. I'm a tall man, but I'm not as tall as Jay. Jay is like Shaquille O'Neal tall. But this is a medium. I'm not flexing, just in case you guys are wondering. I just showing this medium. No flex. This is a medium. Medium. For some of you, have the beer here, beautiful beer. I'm going to do this for Edgar Romeo, and I do know that some of you bow down. Bow down. Yes, bow down. We have a great support Wrench in the chat room, and he tends to he likes stogies. Now, for some of you, I did a review in the morning about the stogie that I was having. I did a review in the morning of the stogie that I was having, but officially, I haven't been able to actually put a stogie with a beer. I've never been able to put it with a beer. So for some of you, this is going to be it's going to be very monumental for some of you to see this part of the stream. I'm going to be cooking on the stream, but we have to get those likes up. I'm going to be drinking Asahi Super Dry with my beautiful stogie. Now, this is one of my last ones from my first batch. This is one of my last ones from my first batch. Remember, whenever you send a $100 super chat, let me know and I'll send you stogies. But you have to be a member or you have to be a moderator. The only way you could get any of my stogies, any of the stogies of mine in my line, you only have to send a red super chat. I think one more we should be good. No, maybe we're good. Maybe we're good now. Let's see what it is with this bird. As a matter of fact, we're good. We're good. Shout out to all of you that know what's up. Okay, let's try this out. I'm gonna lower this. I'm not here to promote Asahi. I'm here to drink it. Let's see what's better with a stogie. Before we start cooking, I know many of you want to know why don't I smoke stogies inside? I don't smoke stogies inside my house. Are you crazy? You want, do I want my popcorn roof to smell like stogies? Do you think I want my couch to smell like you? You think I want my dog to smell like stogies? No. The best experience of a stogie is enjoying it and knowing what's the best pairing that you could have with your stogie. Every stogie is very delicate. Every stogie has a certain taste, certain flavor, certain size, certain aroma. Just have this on here. There's a certain aroma. And for all of you, here we go. Is it good with beer or is it good with whiskey? Here we go. It's good with beer. The amount of, on this, the amount of nice nuttiness on here and creaminess on here makes this one outstanding. I'm not here to tell you notes. I'm here to tell you if it's better to pair a stogie with some whiskey. Now I'm gonna try to rip this. You best believe I'm gonna try to rip this beer. The beer is fantastic with this. Okay? I'm a cold man. I'm a cold man. I'm a cold man. I don't care if you think you're first place. I'm gonna make sure you're second place. This beer is not. I'm not officially promoted by them. There's no sponsorship, so I'm gonna try my best to rip it. And if they beat the whiskey, well, you're a winner. You're a winner. Let's see. If that beer can beat this whiskey, you're a winner. You're a winner. Yes. If this whiskey loses against that beer, and I'm gonna be honest, I have to be honest. If I'm not honest, what kind of stream am I holding up? I have to be honest because it reflects on myself. It's like I'm talking to myself in the mirror. How the hell am I gonna tell myself don't use that toothbrush? Dude, how you gonna tell myself not to use that toothbrush? It's yours. Anyways. Okay. For some of you, Johnny hates jazz. Just want to say that. Let's pour it up. Shout out to all of you watching in the chat room. In the chat room, somebody says, I love your content. But do you watch me in your shower? That's what I want to know. I love your content. Thank you so much. Okay, let's try this out. I'm gonna be cooking, so don't expect I'm not gonna cook on the stream. I'm cooking on the stream regardless. Tomorrow morning, Edgar Romeo, I will be doing the Oliva V Serie V in the morning for a review. If any of you want to see the review of the Oliva Serie V, Johnny hates jazz. Anyways, if any of you, sorry, have Tourette's. What time is it? It's about almost 7 o'clock. Usually about 7 o'clock you get Tourette's. In the morning tomorrow, if you guys want me to review Oliva Serie V, I will review it. I'll give you all the notes, and I'll break it down with some coffee. For all of you watching, you know what I like to do sometimes in my spare time? Let me tell you what I like to do in my spare time. Cheers to all of you. I like to rage bait. I like to rage bait some of my YouTuber friends. I want to see how they can hang. Rage baiting, what is that? Some of you don't know what rage baiting is. Rage baiting is telling a guy, hey man, your shoes are untied. He looks down, his shoes are not untied. Rage baiting is, dude, you got a spider on your pants. He says, slap it. You tell a woman, rage baiting is telling a woman, that was a bad one. Telling a woman, you got a spider on your ass. There's a spider. Slap it. I'll slap it. Don't you worry, I'll slap it. I'll slap that ass. Rage baiting, it's a fun thing to do. For me, not for you. For me, because I'm a YouTuber. Everybody knows who I am. So it's kind of weird. I'm in the chat room, and it's kind of weird that I say, dude. It's kind of weird if I'm in the chat room, I say, dude, your breath looks like it went through cottage cheese and fish. Brush your teeth. Rage baiting means you just saw a YouTuber. Just say, holy shit. It's the Reaper in the chat room. He just said that my breath looks like and it smells like I just went some old cheese and some fish. What do? Some people don't know what to do. Some people don't know what to do, right? I still haven't even had that whiskey. Shout out to all of you. Hit that like button if you like what's up. Yes. Let's drink up. Title for the next video. Rage bait stream. Rage bait. Look at that smile. Rage bait stream. Okay, let's have it with whiskey. This is Heaven Hill Grains to Glass. This is a bourbon that is not very. The whiskey community doesn't like this. There's a reason why the whiskey community doesn't like this. It's because it's $110. The whiskey community, they're cheapos. They're cheapos. There's a lot of people in the whiskey community super cheap. If it's $200, they're not going to buy it. Unless it's a super special limited release from Buffalo Trace that they can resell. How dare you, my man? Point of the matter is, Heaven Hill, let's drink some. Let's see how this goes with this. Like Donald Trump does. You know how Donald Trump does it. You know how Donald Trump does it. That's how Donald Trump does it. That's how he does it. This is pretty good. This is better than the beer, 100%. The beer's still bubbling, by the way. I thought it was you. I thought it was you. Shout out to Johnny Hates Jazz. Johnny Hates Jazz. All right, here we go. For some of you that want to know how you can get my stogies, you have to be a member. This is an exclusive club. This is a cult. I'm just joking. It's not a cult. It's a gang. We're a gang out here. We're a gang. All right? We're a gang. the gang that we represent. No face, no face, no case, gang. Gang, gang. No face, no face, no case. My chat room is amazing. You guys, for each and every one of you guys that are in the chat room, you guys are all amazing. I really appreciate you. The fact that I haven't even cooked. The fact that I haven't even cooked a damn dime. I haven't even cooked a piece of meat on the stream. And you guys are still watching me. It's like me taking off my socks. It's like me taking off my socks in slow motion. One thing I like that women do, this is weird. This is very weird. One thing I like that women do, I tell women, take off my socks. Take them off slowly. That's my favorite thing. I don't even think that I like, I'm just going to say this. I like, officially, it's going to be the weirdest thing. I'm going to say it again. I like when I tell a woman to take off my socks and to take them off slowly. The fact that my feet just get freed up by her just taking them off. That is what it is to be a man. The feeling. There's nothing better. You think taking off your pants? You think brushing your teeth? You think spraying your fragrance? No. If you ever get the chance, gentlemen, some of you gentlemen don't know what it is to feel that feeling. That feeling is the pinnacle of all pinnacles. It's almost like the first ever sight of a woman looking at you in her eyes and looking at you and saying, you complete me. I complete you? Cool. It's almost like when you just first discover whiskey. It's amazing. Tell a woman to take off your socks. If she yanks your socks real hard, she yanks you. How you like that? She goes, yanks your socks real hard. How you like that? She's not the one. She's not the one she's gonna ruin your life. Okay, she's not the one she's gonna ruin your life. If she takes your socks off slowly, and she doesn't say nothing, and you're just there, just blind, you're just in the dark. You're just in the dark, like, damn, this feels amazing. She doesn't say nothing. She's the one. I know many of you. Is this a sign for some of you in the chat room? Who's this a sign for? It's got to be a sign for some of you. There's one person in the chat room. I need a sign. I need a sign from God. I'm your God. I'm your Alpha. I'm your Omega. I am the maker. I am the one. I am the one who just tuned in. The universe just revolved this whole day around, this whole day for you to watch on the stream. I'm the one. If I can officially help one person out in the chat room, like, hey, you've been waiting for this moment. Is she the one? There you go. She's the one. Just don't marry her. Don't marry her. Never. But she's the one. Shout out to my chat room that was up. This is honestly fantastic. Whiskey community doesn't know what's up. They don't know what it is. They think they're paying $110 for a bad whiskey. You don't know what it is to have a good whiskey. That's what it is. Whiskey community just likes to officially do the best they can with their views. And they just tell you if they officially see a trend. It's like if there's a trend that people don't like spaghetti, the spaghetti companies are going to lose so much money. All the people are going to say, oh, spaghetti, 6'7", spaghetti, nasty, 6'7", spaghetti. There's going to be a trend, 6'7", spaghetti, oof, nasty, 6'7", yuck, yuck. Same thing goes with whiskey. If there's ever a trend that people don't like whiskey, or a certain whiskey, they'll go about it. We're human, man. We're not ants. We're human. We're not ants. Don't be an ant. Okay, if you're an ant, if your name is Anthony, shout out to Anthony's out. All the Anthony's out. You're an ant. Cool. Officially, you're 100% ant. But if you act like an ant and you don't act like a human, that's where you're messing up. That's where you're messing up big time. I'm going to go on to have some, shout out to all of you. I'm going to go on to have some. I don't want to drink that one. Oof. We're going to be drinking this one. By the way, I'm going to be cooking on the street. Some of you are probably wondering, how the hell do I hang? It's because I'm a goddamn gangster. I'm a goddamn thug. The alpha always hangs. For the fragrance community, shout out to the fragrance community. The fragrance community has to learn how to review their fragrances in a different way. The whiskey community, man, they're all over the place. They're all over the place, whiskey community. New bottle comes out, they go, hey, yo, Kevin. Yo, Kevin. Oh, hey, that's Kevin on the side of the, by the way, that's Kevin on the other side of the phone. Yo, Kevin, what you think of this new whiskey? That's Kevin on the side of the phone. And nobody has their own thoughts. I don't watch any whiskey channels. I don't watch any whiskey reviews. I don't watch any whiskey videos. The whiskey community, they're all trends. They're all about the trend. They're all about the trend, man. Somebody got to break it, man. Somebody got to break it. Joe Unfiltered, where you at, Joe Unfiltered? Joe Unfiltered, start drinking some hot sauce with your whiskey or something. Okay, so I'm doing 4 Roses. Don't forget to hit that like button. Doing 4 Roses. This is a barrel strength. There's a lot of people that don't like their barrel strength. 4 Roses. There's a reason why they don't like their barrel strength 4 Roses. And one of the main reasons they don't like their barrel strength 4 Roses is because they probably had McDonald's before the stream. They probably had Burger King, they probably had hot sauce, or they probably had tacos, or they probably had something that has changed the value on the whiskey that they have just rated. This one over here is officially one of the best. 10 years, 7 months. OESF. Now, for some of you that do not know, there's a new red label for Roses. I told you which one's the best one, and everybody in the whiskey community was saying the OESO was the best whiskey. And I'm just going to say this. I'm not going to bring out the OESO. I have it inside. It tastes like apple juice. Everybody in the whiskey community was saying the 4 Roses, the new one that came out, the red label, it's only 100 proof, but it's specifically a certain recipe. Everybody's saying it was the best one. Some of the top subscriber. Now, subscriber count doesn't matter when it comes to any YouTube channel. You could be watching a YouTube channel that has 3,000 subscribers. It could be a good YouTube channel. If you're watching when it comes to stogies or when it comes to food reviews, when it comes to cooking, when it comes to beer, it doesn't matter the size of the channel. What matters is the leader of the channel. If the leader goes along with all these other sheep, now you got the wrong channel. Everybody was saying that the red, now this is not the red one, but there's a red 4 Roses. Everybody was saying in the whiskey community that the best one of the 4 Roses was OESO. All the stores were getting sold out. All the stores were getting sold out. I knew, and I told you guys, it tasted like apple juice. I told you guys that it tasted like apple juice, and a lot of you, you concurred. You concurred, and you believed me, and I appreciate all of you that have believed me that it tasted like apple juice. right? I told you guys that the best one of the red label. This is a yellow label, so don't that Wendy's yellow. Don't believe is the one I'm talking about is red label. I told everybody the best one of the releases that they had to release in 2025 was OBSF. OBSF was the better version of the recipes out of all the ones they released. And I told the guys ahead of time. Now, what ended up happening was, what ended up happening was, you guys know I'm an asshole. And it's good. It's good that you guys know. Sometimes somebody has to be the asshole. I'll be the asshole. I had said on the stream, in the whiskey community, all the whiskey community knew. I said on the stream that there was an older man. His name is SLB Drinks. SLB Drinks. I had said that he does great charities. And I also had said that he had lacked his ability to figure out what whiskeys are good because he's an older man. Now, for all of you older men that are watching me, don't take it away from the stream. I had said that the older man SLB Drinks, he has a lot of subscribers, but the subscriber count doesn't count. You don't know that people can actually buy subscribers. I do know that he didn't buy subscribers. The point of the matter is I had said that his palate has faded off. He's so old that he's fading off in his palate. I think he needs a son to help him out. His son helps him out. Shout out to his son. I think his son is called Fant or something like that. I had said that OBSF on the release was the best one. He had said that OESO was the best one. Everybody in the community, the whiskey community, was saying that OESO was the best one, and they all officially bought all the OESO recipes in all the stores. They were selling out all the apple recipes, which I personally thought was just full apple. And the OBSF that had spices, and it was a perfect mix of spices and a good mix of bourbon. It was perfect. It had a little bit of rye. It was perfect. A couple months went by, and then everybody started the trend that somebody fixed one of the YouTube channels. It would be SLB Drinks. He fixed his comments that OESO recipe wasn't the best one. OBSF was the best one. And why did he say OBSF was the best one? Somebody reached out to me and they told me it's because one of his videos that he made, he put OBSF to be close to number one. Okay, cool. The point of the matter is, you don't want to rely on every channel, right? Don't rely on all the bigger channels. They're trying to sell you something. Sometimes on YouTube, it doesn't matter how big a channel is. Just know that everybody's trying their best to give you the best rating of a whiskey. For all of you watching, this is OESF. And OESF, it just honestly, I'm gonna tell you what it says over here at 10 years. It just has a lot. I'm just saying it has a lot of fruity notes with a little bit of malt and a little bit of a extra hint of rye spice. I do know there's a lot of snitches. Snitches get stitches, but in the internet, that doesn't happen, right? That doesn't happen. Let's be honest. On the internet, it doesn't happen. Let's have this. Ooh, that's the end of the. That's the end of the. That's the end of the stogie. That's what happens when I have it in my mouth. Here goes, drinks up. That is phenomenal. That is honestly That is so good. That is so good. I can't explain to you. Yes. By the way, the beer is still brewing. The beer is still brewing. Did I tell you guys I visited my father on what was it? Christmas or something like that? I think it was Christmas. I bought him some beer. He loved the beer. But he doesn't drink whiskey. My father, when I go visit him, I don't give him whiskey. I know that he can't handle whiskey. Know who can handle whiskey and who can't. Okay, for all of you, look, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this so much. I don't want to enjoy this too much. If I enjoy this too much, I'm going to forget that I have to cook. I love to cook, but I'm going to forget that I have to cook. For some of you, outstanding, outstanding, outstanding. There's one whiskey that I forgot to put. One whiskey I forgot to put on here, and it's this one. In the chat room, I'm going to say this. A lot of you are top in the chat room. We have a total of 326 votes on the poll. If you guys don't know what I'm cooking, yes. Big meat. Big meat. I can't drink this. Right now, I can't drink that. That's so high proof. I'm not going to drink that. As a matter of fact, I haven't even poured that Buffalo Trace. Let's pour. Let's pour. Let's pour the Buffalo Trace. And for all of you that are watching, for any of you that are watching, know the level of your stogie, how strong it is. Never have a strong stogie if you're about to have a bunch of whiskey. Never have a strong stogie if you're about to have a bunch of whiskey. Stick to one whiskey. If you have a strong stogie, this is for some of you men. Some of you men, shout out to men in the chat room, shout out to Edgar Romeo, shout out to Jay, shout out to Ryan Quinn in the chat room. My wrenches, thank you, my wrenches, for being here. Top of the hat to you. Top of the hat to you. Top of the hat to you. Let's drink the rest of the Four Roses. Is it just me, or do I hear my neighbor getting banged? It does sound like she's doing it in the kitchen. Kind of weird. Kind of strange. A little bit weird, doesn't it? Doesn't it sound like that? You guys heard earlier. Doesn't it sound like that? Is it just me? Am I hearing things? Shout out to the Boeing. I see you, Boeing. That's a Boeing. Boeing Airlines. Shout out to the Churchill 747. I will show you my own Churchill. I know many of you want my own Churchill. By the way, Edgar Romeo, he hasn't. I don't think he's tried my Churchill. Or I think he did. I think Edgar Romeo, shout out to Edgar Romeo, he loves stogies. I think Edgar Romeo did try my Churchill. When it comes to sizes, Churchill, remember this, okay? My favorite size in the Churchill, my size in my Churchill is 747. It's very close to a Boeing, so for some of you, if I hear Boeing, I am literally in the direct route of all the airplanes, and all the airplanes that go over Miami. Wait a minute, I heard Venga Ka, Yenny. Ooh, you heard that. All right, here we go. We're going to do Buffalo Trace. And for some of you, wait a minute. Did you hear that kiss? You heard that kiss, right? That's my lizard. Why the hell do I hear my lizard on my neighbor's? That's my lizard. I heard my lizard in my neighbor's backyard. You know what? So be it, man. If that lizard is about to be like a cat, how many of you have cats that come to your home and then they go to the neighbors? Dirty cats. Dirty, dirty cats. Is that an Airbus or is that a Boeing? It kind of sounds like a Airbus. This is so creamy. So good. So creamy, so good. This might be my last one of my batch. I do batches. For some of you who don't know about stogies, there's one company that does batches. It's called Tatuaje. Tatuaje is a very exclusive brand. They do good stogies. Their recent stogie was called Sex Tooth. It wasn't a good one. It wasn't as good as the last one that I did. I did a stogie review of a tatuaje called Pork Chop, I believe. It was an official #1 rated stogie on our channel last year. I rated it very high. Tatuaje, yes, Tatuaje has a lot of different ones. We're going to show a lot of those stogies, but you can only find the reviews in the morning. Here we go for all of you. Shout out to all of you. I'm gonna put this stogie aside. Put the stogie aside. Now, why should many of you buy Buffalo Trace? Here's the meat. Why many of you should buy Buffalo Trace? Ooh, I'm going to tell you why. For all of you, here we go. Let's put it on the stream. Why should many of you buy Buffalo Trace? Okay. Let me talk about it real quick. Why should many of you buy Buffalo Trace? There you go, you see it. Buffalo Trace is one of the best bourbon whiskeys in the market. I know Maker's Mark and Midkers, they don't like to put Buffalo Trace in their rankings of the best top-rated whiskey in the world. It's so embarrassing to see Midkers put out a post on Instagram and they don't even put this in the top 10. Okay? If they don't put this Buffalo Trace in the top 10, it's a dud. It's a dud. We just unsubscribe from Midkers. Midkers is great. Midkers is great. Only problem is there's companies out there, they get away with lying. They get away with lying. And is it okay to lie? I don't think it's okay to lie. On Instagram, if you subscribe to Midkers, yes, if you subscribe to the Midkers distillery, you're going to get a bunch of lies. Buffalo Trace. If Buffalo Trace is not in the top 5 best whiskey brands in the market, you're getting an absolute lie. Buffalo Trace should always be in the top 5 best American whiskey, yes, best American whiskey brands on the market. Now that we talked about that, shout out to all of you. We're at 84 likes on the stream, 84 likes, 109 minutes. The total amount of super chats, I do not even want to talk about the amount of super chats. Shout out to Johnny Hates Jazz. Johnny Hates Jazz. Let's drink this up. I bet you I bet you some of you get inspired by me doing stogies, and you buy a bunch of stogies. Don't buy a bunch of stogies. Okay? Know which one is on your level. I don't want to promote stogies, but I'm going to say this for any of you that get into stogies. Any of you that get into stogies, be careful having stogies. For all the ladies that think it's cool, some of you ladies you want to feel like a man. You're not born like a man. Why the hell you want to be a man? Be a woman. Be a beautiful woman. Do your hair. Do your hair. Brush your teeth. Wear a nice, beautiful fragrance. Dress nice. Dress sporty. Be you. Laugh at the stupid jokes I say. If you don't laugh at the stupid jokes I say, we ain't it. Laugh at the damn stupid jokes. Be submissive, ladies. But be honest also. If I cook a steak and you don't like the seasoning, be honest. Why is it good to be honest with a man? If you're never honest with a man, the man is going to do the same thing over again. You're going to have to experience the same brutal. Over here, scratch and sniff. Shout out to Scratch and Sniff, member. Scratch and Sniff says, this turned my day around after a case of Monday. Monday is actually my favorite day of the week. Scratch and Sniff in the chat room. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's a $5 super chat. I appreciate you so much. Remember, I'm here to entertain a lot of you. Many of you don't appreciate Mondays. You should appreciate Mondays more. Mondays is the best day of the week. You can make money. Oof, I was looking at crypto. Shoot. You can make money Monday. It's the first day of the week everybody goes to work, so you could officially go to the movie theater by yourself. Well, not by yourself. Go with somebody. Nobody's in the movie there. You take the movie theater forever. Parking lots are empty. You can go to the grocery stores. You don't have to worry about a bunch of people being in the grocery. By the way, I'm gonna put this away. Okay, let's put that away. Great stogie. Shout out to all of you who like stogies. Mondays is the start of a new week. If you had an issue last week, Monday is the first start of the best week of your life. You have Monday through Saturday. The first day of the week is Sunday always. I know many of you don't know that. The first day of the week is Sunday, but you guys are relaxing. It's a thing that everybody has been doing. By the way, here we go. We can drink up. For all of you watching, let's flip these steaks. These steaks need some flipping. I'm not going to be using my hand, and honestly, I wish I could stand up. If I stand up, you're going to see my crotch. I don't want to be showing you my crotch the whole stream while flipping this. That's rude. That's rude of me. I'm a rude guy, but there's a certain limit. Right? There's a certain limit. There's a certain limit that I have to be. There's a certain limit of rude. Everybody's rude. If you're not rude, you ain't living. If you're not rude, you ain't living. You're fake. Honestly, I can say this. There's people out there. If you a bitch, if you a bitch, if you a bitch, lady, my lady. If you didn't figure it out already, if you a bitch, that means you're rude. All right, if you a bitch, okay, if you a bitch, that means you're rude. All right. If you a bitch, that means you're rude. Straight up. Okay, on the stream, we had Elijah Craig. On the stream, so far we had Four Roses, Barrel Strength, OESF. I want to be honest with all of you. I want to tell you which one. On the stream, we had Heaven Hill. Shout out to all the ladies out there that have that stained booty. If your ass is stained, you got a little bit of ass walls, stained ass walls, guess what? You real. You real. Shout out to all the ladies that have that ass, stained ass wall. We also had, nah, man, I can't have this. I can't have this yet. Mm-mm. Dude, if I have that, I'm ending the stream as game over. If I have that, it's game over. We had some of these. I don't even think I could put another whiskey on the stream because, okay, here we go. We had this one. Boom. We had a couple of them. These are all fantastic. Know what you're having. Know what you're having. Know what you're having. And then we also had Buffalo Trace. We had the first whiskey that we had over here. Some of you are asking, I know some of you are like, damn, this boy be sucking up these whiskeys like if there's no tomorrow. I know my limit. Do you know your limit? That's the thing. Do you know your limit? If you don't know your limit, then it's a big issue. If you don't know your limit, there's a big issue. We had some of these, beautiful. And we had Asahi. I'm going to say this for all of you, and I have to tell all of you something. I have issues falling asleep at night. It's not the ghost. I'm not scared of ghosts. I have insomnia. The Reaper has insomnia. And for me to fall asleep, I have to be overstimulated to the point that I have to accomplish something on every day. Do you guys hear my neighbors? What the hell are they saying? No. It's like parrots. Don't know what they're saying. The point of the matter is, I have an issue. And my issue is that I have insomnia. Insomnia to me comes from when I was younger. I would always want to be number one in everything. I'm very competitive. The only way I sleep good is if I accomplish something on every day. There's 365 days on the year, right? Chat room, let me know, chat rooms, 365 days in the year. Every single day, I have to accomplish something. If I don't accomplish something, I will not sleep. The Reaper doesn't sleep. The vampires sleep more than me. There's something about me on these streams that allow me to achieve something that some of you wouldn't be able to understand. I tried to do a good stream for each and every one of you, and I tried to get a victory, a W. When I get that W, I can feel accomplished and I can sleep better. If I don't do a stream on a certain day, it's because I'm trying to accomplish something on my certain day. That's what it is. And I know many of you maybe have insomnia. Whiskey is beautiful. It helps me calm down. But at the end of the day, the most beautiful thing out here, one of the most beautiful things, is our meats. Yes, our meats. And we had these beautiful whiskeys that we had. We had beautiful whiskeys on stream. I don't know what the hell that bird is trying to say to me. I have to start cooking. I want to ask you, chat room, what else can I give you on the stream? I gave you everything. I'm just not going to give up that, you know what? I'm not going to give that booty up. I ain't giving that booty up. I ain't giving that booty up. For all the ladies that are asking, I'm not giving that booty up. And again, this shirt is a little bit, I'm not even flexing. This shirt is a little bit, I'm flexing a little bit now. This shirt is a little bit schmedium. This shirt is a little bit schmedium. Okay, I'm flexing a little bit. Not too much. I'm flexing a little bit. This shirt is medium. I'm gonna drink this beer. Somebody once asked me one time, crazy to ask me that. One time somebody asked me, have you seen a doctor for your insomnia? Why the hell am I gonna see a doctor for my insomnia? What you crazy? That's like you not having your vitamins, and I send you to the doctor, and the doctor says, here's some Flintstones vitamins. Have your Flintstones vitamins, 2 Flintstones vitamins per day. You'll get your vitamins. Do you really think the doctor can help me with my insomnia? No. It's something that I'm just born with. I'm born with a competitive nature, and I just can't stop thinking. I do know a lot of people always recommending me weed. People have been recommending me weed. Smoke some weed. Smoke some ganja. A lot of people always been telling me, smoke some ganja. Why the hell would I smoke some ganja? Why the hell am I going to smoke some ganja? What the hell, you out of your mind? Smoking some ganja. Smoking some ganja, that's crazy. Smoking some damn ganja. What do you think I'm Jamaican? Ryan Quinn said, don't smoke that ganja, it makes you lazy. Ganja does make you lazy, doesn't it? It makes you just a blob. It makes you want to go to all the buffets in Miami and try all of them on the same day. It makes you do some dumb stuff. Ganja. Smoking that reefer. People have been telling me, smoke that reefer. You got insomnia, smoke that reefer. Smoke that reefer. If you know what it is. No, man, you know what it is? You know what it is? How about you put this cigar up your ass? Put the cigar up your ass and try to puff it. The people that do ganja, they probably do that. They probably say, cool, give me that stogie. Yo, you better chill out. Oh, I ain't giving you this stogie. I was joking. I'm joshing you. Shout out to Alejandro in the morning stream. He has He has the best comments I have gotten in a long time. Alejandro. I didn't even remember what he asked me. But I do know he asked me a good question in the chat room. If I ever see a good question in the chat room, if I ever see a good question in the chat room, I'll bring it up. I can't believe some of you, we had thousands of people watching. We got thousands of people watching. Let me get closer to the camera. Somebody says Evan Williams 90 proof. That's a good one. We have thousands of people watching. If I get a $50 super chat, I know nobody's gonna send it. I know nobody's gonna send a $50 super chat. If I get a $50 super chat, I'll start cooking. I'll put my hat backwards on the stream. Only way you're gonna see how long my hair is if it's a red super chat. Only way you're gonna see how long my hair is if it's a red super chat. It's the only way. I hope none of you send I hope none of you send a red super chat. I hope none of you send a red super chat. If you send a red super chat, okay, I'll put my hair down. I hope none of you send a $100 super chat. It's gonna be heavy, hard dosage to put my hair down. No problem. I'll do it. We have 90 likes on the stream. 90 likes on the stream. We got 90 likes on the stream. Why do I have my hair long? I have my hair long so that all the bald men can hate me. I have my hair long so all the bald men can hate me. Okay, if you're bald, you're gonna hate me. So many people ask me all the time, why the hell you got your hair so long? Your hair look better than mine. It's not because you. It's because I want all the bald men to hate me. Remember, when you get older, you lose a lot of hair. I'm just joking. My hair's long because I don't give a damn. I like my hair long. I also, for some of you, I have good hair. I have to appreciate all the good hair that I have, because eventually when I get older, I won't have any hair anymore, right? I plan on shaving my hair on the stream this year in 2026. What stream will it be? God knows. For all of you watching, we officially going to drink the Asahi. So far has been a ritual of me having 3 beers per stream. Over here, April Neal. Yeah, it is April Neal. Reaper, if you cut your hair, I'll cut mine. I don't want it. I don't want you to look lesbian. All right? Shout out to April. I'm going to say this, April. This is for you, April. April, I don't want you to look lesbian. All right. And since we haven't got a big if we haven't got a big super chat, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my hat backwards. And for some of you, April, if I cut my hair, please don't cut your hair. I don't want you to look lesbian, okay? Shout out to all of you. And for some of you watching, I want to drink that other beer. The super dry Asahi is amazing, but I have to drink that other beer. For some of you that do not know, once I eat food, once I eat this food, that's it, it's over. It fills me up, and it's the perfect recipe for somebody that has insomnia like me. I can't stop thinking, man. All I think about is what can be, what I should do, what I need to do, and it's a revolving thing. It's actually a curse, isn't it? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Let's have another beer, and what I'm going to have, I'm not going to drink Asahi. I'm going to have that Mexican beer. All right, here we go. We're going to have this Mexican beer. For some of you watching, huge shout outs to all of you. So, yes, I'm going to be cooking this up. 91 likes on the stream. It is a Monday. It is a Monday. If it was a Thursday, it would be different, right? It's okay. We are satisfied with the stream. Beautiful stream. We're having a beautiful stream. People say all the time, look, you drink too much whiskey. Says who? I don't drink the whole bottle. I don't drink a ton. We drink small amounts. For every one whiskey that I drink about maybe half an ounce. Half an ounce for every one whiskey that I pour. Maybe an ounce. Point of the matter is, we're going to start cooking. Once we start cooking, you're not going to see my face anymore. You're not going to see my face anymore once I start cooking. So for some of you, appreciate this time that you have with me because you're not going to see my face when I start cooking. Okay? Shout out to Ira Soto. Big shout out to Ira Soto. I don't even know if she even has time to watch. I think Ira Soto has 3 boyfriends now. She's pimping out 2 of her boyfriends as she has one main boyfriend. I think that's what it is for Ira Soto. Ira Soto is a great support on this channel, but I have a feeling that Ira Soto has 1 boyfriend and 2 side boyfriends. That's why she's not always on here with some of you. But we do have a super ranch that does watch. His name is Edgar Romeo. For all of you watching, we have 93 likes on the stream. I'm going to start to read the chat room. Okay, I'm going to read the chat room before I start to transition. Before I start to transition into cooking, this beautiful meat. Before I start transitioning into cooking this beautiful meat, I'm going to read some of your comments in the chat room. I remember people keep your buttholes hairy, somebody said. Who said that? Brian's are, all the Brian's in the world are dirty. In the chat room, Brian in the chat room says, remember, people, never keep your butthole hairy. Brian, that's a good comment. That's a good comment. Most of the ladies in the chat room, their butthole is bald. How many of you be going out with some bald son of a bitch? There's a lot of ladies in the chat room that their buttholes are bald. Okay, here we go. How do you pour this up? That's a perfect pour. See, that's a perfect pour. I'm becoming a professional pourer. Oh shit! Oh shit! I sound like that guy. Sound like the guy that had that spicy. We're gonna do a stream. We're gonna do this. Oof! We're gonna do a stream. We're gonna do a stream. Somebody says sick. Whoever says sick. Whoever says sick, they like the dingleberries. Okay. Who says sick in the chat room? You like the dingleberries? Cool. Shoutouts to all yes. Shoutouts to all the dookie cutters in the chat room. Shoutouts to all of you ladies out there that keep it real. There's a word that I used to use. I forgot what it was. Does somebody remember? Dookie cutter? No, it ain't that. Shoutouts to all the. What was it? I forgot what it's called. Shoutouts to all the straight dookie people out here that like that bullet. If you like bullet, you like that dookie. If you like, what are the brand? Damn, bullet. Holy shit, bullet. That shit stinks. If you like, what the hell was that? That duck is laughing. That duck is laughing. You heard that duck? Stupid duck. What are the whiskey brand sucks? What are the whiskey brand sucks? I'm supposed to be turning this around. In the chat room, let me know what are the whiskey brand sucks. What are the whiskey brand sucks? Don't say George Zickel. George Zickel doesn't suck. George Zickel is fantastic. Straight out of Tennessee. What are the whiskey brand sucks? Blue Label. Blue Label. Somebody says Penelope. Penelope. Somebody says Hunter. What kind of whiskey brand is it? Somebody says Hunter in the chat room. Son of a gun. Woodford Reserve. Woodford Reserve, Johnny Walker. Shit, Johnny Walker. I'm throwing up thinking about that word. Johnny Walker nasty. All night stream. All night stream. No. This is not all night stream. This is a stream that for all of you. Henny. Whoever said Henny in the chat room, you like that one ply, don't you? Henny's not a whiskey. Royal Salute. Royal Salute is for an old man. This old man that can appreciate Royal Salute. What whiskey brand is the worst? Proper 12. Woo! Proper 12 is straight dookie. Let me just say this. I just saw light in my house. I saw light in my house. I think there's a ghost. I don't know what the freak I just saw inside my house. I just saw a light. I just saw a light in my house. I don't have the lights on. Let me make sure my dog is okay. I just saw a light in my house. We're gonna start cooking, okay? We're gonna start cooking. As a matter of fact, for all of you, let's start cooking, okay? Proper 12 is not McGregor's brand. It's not his brand. He just helps it out. 4-hour stream. Let's go. It's not going to be a 4-hour stream. Eddie, it's not going to be a 4-hour. It's Monday, man. It's Monday. So far, I've had a fantastic stream so far. Let me make sure that we have all this going, and let me make sure that that light inside isn't flickering because I have my rice cooker on. Let me make sure it's there's nothing wrong. Here we go for all of you. Let's start cooking, okay? Shout out to all of you. By the way, thank you so much for somebody sending rupees in the chat room. Thank you so much. We're going to start cooking. Before I start cooking, it just keeps me so calm. Before I start cooking, Monday. It's Monday. Let's start cooking for all of you. Let's move to the barbecue. So for some of you, we're going to go a little bit black, okay? It's going to be a little bit harder for some of you that do not know. Let me explain to you what's going to happen. I'm going to start cooking, but I have to transition to the barbecue. So it's a little bit hard for me to do this. Please bear with me. The screen might go black. If the screen go black, that's okay. I'm trying to move all the lighting over there. My team has the day off today. I'm not paying my team today to be on a Monday. I pay them on the weekend. So for my team that does all this for me, helps me out, they are officially, they're working. And I don't want to pay them more than they're working. So for all of you, we're going to transition to the barbecue. Are you guys ready for me to cook? Today on the stream, I have showed you this beautiful, beautiful meat. And I'm about to start cooking. So for all of you, yes, for all of you, stay tuned. We're going to start cooking. But you have to give me some leeway, man. Oof. Give me some leeway, baby. Yes, give me some leeway. All right, here we go. Let's transition. Let's transition. Chat room, chat room, chat room. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you officially can hear me. Let me know in chat room, can you hear me? And here we go. Okay, it's getting nice and hot. This is getting nice and hot. Let's start cooking. It's getting very, very nice and hot. Let's see. Hey, Kevin says yes. Good. Scratch and sniff. This is nice and hot. Okay. Let's start cooking. We're going to start cooking. And for some of you, yes. The charcoal is ready to go. And we're officially going to put this on here. Do I want a lot of flames? I currently don't want a lot of flames. I just want some heat. So here we go. We're just going to place it on here. And yes, most of the time you can see. Most of the time you can see a lot of that flame. But we're starting it very slow. We're starting it very, very slow. Very, very slow. It actually gives me some time to go inside and get that wooden blanket. This is pretty hot. I can feel it, but it's not too hot. So we're gonna start to get a little bit of that. Hopefully on here we can start to get. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? Just in case. Okay, just in case. Just because I want to make sure. Just in case. Okay, just in case. I mean, I did buy this meat, so just in case. Just in case. Just in case. Again, we're gonna put this over here. Snap it on here. For all of you that live in the forest, you know what that means, right? We gotta get that heat building up. I'm gonna put it over here. Yes. Let's keep it on here, right here. Shout out to Joanne's chat room. Member. We're 2 likes away from 100. Hit that like button. We're getting a lot of heat, a lot of heat, a lot of heat. That's good. That's good. A lot of heat. Oof, this is getting hot. Very hot. Shout out to all of you. 101 likes. 101 likes. Shout out to the chat room. 101 likes. 101 likes. Shout out to my chat room. Cooking it slow. Slow and beautiful. Slow and beautiful. A lot of heat on here, right? Oof, let's pump it. Let's pump it. A lot of heat on here. Oof. Beauty. Beauty. We're getting a lot of smoke. All right, for all of you. Cheers to all of you. 102 likes on the stream. 159 minutes on the stream. Let's drink this up. You know what? I'm going to say this. Maybe we should officially... We'll put this far away. What about that? We'll put this far away. Far away. Far away. I'm just going to move some of this charcoal. Move some of this charcoal. Yes. Let's just put it far away. Good seasoning. But I want to elevate that. I've been away from this grill. I've been away from this grill for a good amount of time. Let's make sure that this gets really, really hot. My AC system just turned on. That's good. That's good. Helps me out. Good. Look at that. That's beautiful. Shoot. Nice. I'm gonna let this. Ooh, it's smoking up, isn't it? It's smoking up, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's smoking up. I need some of this to officially smoke up even more and get it really, really hot. Damn, that's beautiful. It's getting nice and hot. Okay, now it's getting nice and hot. I'm gonna just put this on here. Nice. Matter of fact, I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna turn it. Let's put it on here. $104 likes on the stream. 104 likes. Hit the like button. Did I put some beer on here? No. No beer. No beer. Over here, Super Champ. Super Champ, shout out to number 100 like. We're at 105 likes on the stream. April Neal, thank you so much. April Neal, Super Champ, huge Super Champ. Thank you so much, April Neal, for the appreciation. And what I'm going to do is, while that is official, I'm just going to turn it little by little. I do know that I'm just officially. This is raw. This is raw. I'm officially making sure that some of that olive oil starts working its way onto our meat. You can hear the sizzle. You can hear the sizzle. How many of you hear the sizzle? You can hear the sizzle. Some of that, yeah, some of that smoke is working its way onto that beautiful piece. It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Yes, yes. Let's drink a sip. Cheers, all of you. I'm going to just flip this as much as I can. I'm going to flip this as much as I can. Every couple seconds, I'm going to try to flip this. Now, what does that do? It allows a little bit of that blood, that seasoning. It allows some of that meat to start dripping into those charcoals. And we're trying to make this meat look amazing, taste amazing. Remember, I did have the barbecue on, but I walked away from the barbecue. So the barbecue isn't at temp. It's not at temp that I want it to be. That's why we should be officially cooking this beautifully. This is almost like cooking on the side of the river. We have low. I'm gonna flip it again. We have low and slow smoke. Low. We're gonna start to get some flames though. You're gonna see. We're going to start to get some flames. There we go. Some of the flames are starting to start. You can see it. Good. There some of the flames are starting. What we're going to do with this flame, you're going to see what I'm going to do. Point of the matter is, this is looking beautiful. The flames is looking beautiful, but we have to move it. We got to move it around. You can't just keep it there. All right, move it around. There you go. Move it around a little bit. All right. Here we go. For all of you that want to learn how to cook, I started up the flame good. You saw me do it. Watch this. Now we're going to officially start cooking perfectly. Boom, start moving this. You see that? Good. Get that heat going. Shout out to all of you watching. Get that heat going. We're gonna put this right here. Beauty. Also gonna put this a little bit closer. We got 108 likes. Thank you so much for all of you. 108 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 108 likes. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. Hitting the like button. Thank you so much. I'm going to flip this again. We're just going to keep on flipping this. Yeah, keep on flipping this. Here we go. We're going to flip this. Boom. Look at that. Beautiful. It's a beautiful piece. I'm going to put this on the outside. I'm going to put this one in the middle. Yes, yes. Looks real good. $110 likes. 110 likes. Thank you so much. Chat room. Chat room, thank you so much. 110 likes. We're going to flip this again. Keep on flipping this. Looking good. Looking good. Thank you so much. We're going to keep on flipping this, but we're going to back up a little bit. We're going to keep on flipping this, but we're going to back up a little bit. Okay. I'm drinking some Mexican beer. Shout out to all of you. Good. Good. Beautiful. Beauty. Yeah, well, that's amazing. Shit, that looks good. That looks really good. Beautiful. And you saw we didn't have a flame, not even one flame. Not even one flame. You don't want to keep it on one side when you're doing this. If you're cooking it open, there you go. If you're cooking it open, don't keep it on one side all the time. You want to work on this. Look at that. You see this? You don't want to keep it on one side. Little by little, we're going to start. Look at this. Look at this. Beauty. Looks good. You don't want to keep it on one side. It's still raw. It's still raw. Now, what you're going to do with something that's raw like this, what you can do is you can close up your grill. Once you close up your grill, you should officially have, yes. Close up the grill, all right? But I'm not going to close up the grill till I turn this one more time. You see some of that fan is starting to leak up. Some of those beautiful juices starting to leak up. You see, look at the beautiful juices starting to leak up. Looks good. Once I flip it, I'll close the grill. Okay, here we go. Once I flip it, there we go. There we go. Once I flip it, I close. Look at that, beautiful. I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna put this one. Look at that. I'm gonna put this one in the middle. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put this one over here. Look at that. Okay, that's juicy. That's beauty and juicy. Put it together, and now we're gonna close the grill. We have 110 likes. 110 likes. 110 likes. Okay, close the grill. That meat is done. That meat is done. Close all the vents on this grill. That meat is completely done. So for all of you, that meat is done completely. I'm gonna allow some of this to just cook up. The inside of this meat is gonna cook up nicely, beautifully, yes. Give it a couple seconds. Okay, we're good to go. Let's open this up. That's good. That's good. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just officially tuned in to the best stream that I could ever show you. The best piece of juicy meat. Look at that. Ooh. Beautiful. Again, look at that. There's one side, but that's the other side is what you really want to see. The other side is really what you want to see. This is officially as good as it gets. Juicy, beautiful. And here we go, the last piece. Oh, shoot. This is officially, yes, for all of you watching, this is officially how it is. It's good. Perfect. This is as perfect as it gets. And for all of you, now that we have this perfect, ladies and gentlemen, now that we have this perfect, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Here we go. This is done. This is done. This is done for all of you watching. Let's close this grill up. It's officially done. Officially done. Let me show you what's up. Let me show you what's up. Grill's officially closed. Shout out to April Neal. Wearing our beautiful bracelet in honor of April Neal. She got to get the website going. This is beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to make sure this is closed. Okay, that's closed. Let me show you the meat. The meat is beautiful. It's outstanding. It's juicy. It's everything above. You have to know what it is to have some juicy, juicy meat. Let's show you. Let's back up one time. Shout out to all of you watching. By the way, today I'm using Cowboy. I'm using that Cowboy. Oof. Alright, I'm using that Cowboy. I'm using that Cowboy. I'm using that Cowboy, and for all of you, here we go. It's as juicy as it can get. I don't think it can get juicier than this. This is as juicy as it can get. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to all of you that have been here from the beginning of the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, this is as juicy as it can get. Look at this. Look at this. This is as juicy as it can get. It's juicy, it's beautiful, it's everything above. Ladies and gentlemen, this is as juicy as it. Oh, this is as. I'm gonna lick my fingers. This is as juicy as it can get. It's as juicy as it can get. Maybe I don't have this in the middle, do I? There we go. It's in the middle. Ladies and gentlemen, you have tuned in to the best cooking channel. You have to just be patient with me. Ron, I see you, Ron. You just have to be patient with me. And I can officially show you the best. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best. This is, yes, you saw what it is. Look at it, it's still hot. It's still beautiful. Ah, it's leaking. It's leaking. It's leaking. It's leaking. For all of you watching, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to end the stream now because officially I need to eat, my man. I need to eat, my lady. And for some of you, should I put my, yes. Let's put my glasses over here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this stream. Has been a fantastic stream. 110 likes. You guys are awesome. The goal on this year is to get 100,000 views on the channel, on the live stream. Bobby, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Shout out to all the ladies in the chat room, too. I'm going to say this. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Boz, I see you, Boz. April, I see you. And for all of you watching, ladies and gentlemen, for all of you watching, let's see this right now. For all of you watching, this is the juiciest meat that you can ever have. Look at that juiciness. Look at that beautifulness. Look at that juiciness. Look at that beautifulness. Look at this juiciness, beautifulness. Every minute matters. Every minute matters with your meat. Shout out to all the fat boys out there. How many fat boys we got on the channel? Let me look at my finger. A great stream I have had. Remember, for all of you watching, you can officially you could be part of the ranch crew, but you have to get that membership. Once you get that membership, you can officially start adding to the stream whenever you want. The more you add on the stream, the more you send super chats, the more we all really know that you are for real. I don't say this enough. The meat that I make is amazing. It's beautiful and it's juicy. Look at that. Woo! It's beautiful and it's juicy. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into the stream. Huge shout-outs to the USA. Huge shout-outs to the U.S. Marines, the U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force. Battling the aliens over there in the moon. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to take a little plunge over here. It is insanely good. You guys are all awesome. And for all of you watching, this is it. This is a damn stream. I can't wait to cut this up. Medium rare is what I aim for, and that's exactly what I got. For all of you watching, thank you everybody for tuning into the stream. I can't wait to have this. I might have leftovers. This is beautiful. You guys are awesome. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Hope you learned a little bit how to cook. I hope you learn how to use a barbecue. And for all of you watching, April, I see you, April. I'll see you all soon. Bobby. I see you, Bobby. For all the ladies, thank you, all the ladies. Farm Kitty, Joanne. Also, Miss Riz and everybody else. All my members, thank you so much for being a part of the stream. Hit that like button. And scratch and sniff. I see you, scratch and sniff. Who else in the chat room? Comment right now, and I'll probably give you a shout out. Shout out to Lady Girl in the chat room. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Ryan Quinn. All of you. Thank you so much for being a part of the stream. I appreciate it so much. Reaper officially. Reaper, wait a minute.